Relish, pleasing or zestful flavor.
A quantity just sufficient to flavor, to be pleased or gratified by, enjoy.
We are hoping that what we bring to your table today might add some spice to your life.
Welcome into another episode of Relish. I am not Rowan Miller. No, I am not. My name is Alex Zimmerman. I do a lot of the producing for this show. So, and did this many years ago. And then you all know, of course, Don Patterson, the handsome, the punctual, the intelligent.
Wow.
Really glad to be here today with you guys.
I am glad to be here with you.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, and it's always been good every time we get together.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see what happens now, because this is sort of a segue. We don't know what's next, but I knew you had some good questions brewed up, and in our discussion, it's good to have you here.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Bring those provocative thoughts.
Yeah.
From Westchester.
Yeah.
And your part of the world.
That's right.
Yeah.
I've even had people kind of reach out before, and they're like, it's a little different with Rowan. I really like Rowan, what he's doing. He's like, I learned so much more. I'm like, oh, yeah, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. But
like I needed to hear that.
Exactly. Okay. I really appreciated the questions that Rowan was getting.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are coming from his Hillcrest students there, and
he had a Bible study that was doing that.
Oh yeah,
they were generating quite a bit every week.
Oh, listen, in a Bible study, I feel like sometimes well, Don likes to keep it rolling in Bible studies. If you've ever been with us, we want to make some progress.
Yeah,
and sometimes I feel like I'm the one really dragging us to. Oh wait, did we look at this?
Yeah.
What does the Greek mean?
I actually have a little sticky note with one of the answers to one of the questions you brought up, and I couldn't bring an answer.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually above my desk. Let me know when we leave that I give you the answer that you asked.
Really? I have no idea from that.
I know.
Yeah.
But I remember.
That's right. So those are great places for questions. I've always felt like Sunday school, Bible study is so awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
And we need to be, that's part of what the church is all about, isn't it? Is to be that place where we can bring those questions we've got and get answers from somebody who might know.
Right.
And at least has some way of getting the answer.
Right.
If he doesn't know it right then. And I try.
Yeah. Pro tip. If you've got a new person, I made this mistake once. I had some guys that I was doing a Bible study with. We started it up and everyone brought their Bibles and I go, okay. And you go ahead and read the next couple verses. Oh boy. And he was, I don't know if you've ever cracked this Bible open before, but it was a King James version. And my golly.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh boy.
Oh, I do like to have at least one King James in every Bible study.
Yep.
And then what we spiced up our Bible study at Westchester last was with the Message.
The Message, yep.
And Eugene Peterson does a really dynamic job and sort of adds a little to it. Not at least the emotion he adds to it.
Yeah. Listen,
it's good.
There are times when you're like, okay, that was nice. And other times you're just like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And then we always have the original language before us as well. And so that helps if things get out of hand.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that one night it almost got out of hand. It's a good thing we had the Greek there.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
exciting Bible study.
We do. Oh yeah. Super exciting. Well, everyone, we're not gonna do banter the whole time.
Are we?
We do have some good questions here. This was something that was kind of popular recently, and it was down in Texas where there's this mosque being built, and there were some people that kind of did not want to do that. And so I thought of, what would we do here? Mm-hmm. We're sitting here in Kelowna, Iowa, and there's going to be a mosque being put up, let's say within city limits.
Right.
How are Christians supposed to respond to that?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do with that?
You want me to answer?
Yeah, tell us. Come on. I'm saying because me as a conservative, I would say leaning Christian, I'm like, well, First Amendment, everyone's free to practice their own things, right? But my Christian side is like, I wouldn't. I don't want that influence on my kids.
I think part of the thing is, do we treat other faiths at the root And what is their root? So if it's a religion, we want to have the freedom of all religions, right?
Sure.
And then you have the question: at what point does your religion become political?
Yeah.
Because political at its root is how people work with each other.
Yeah.
At a faith, it's how I work with God, how I keep my relationship with God. The situation you're talking about sort of grinds me sideways because I think it's less religious and more political. The reason being is, the Muslim faith did not even, their prophet didn't even live until, I think he died in 657 AD, which is 650 years after Christ.
Right.
And so it's a very new religion. And it calls upon a very old religion. It looks back to the Old Testament and all the way back to Abraham and acknowledges some of the same lineage. However, we need to, as you read through the Quran, it's somewhat religious, and it calls on some Old Testament kinds of things, but it's pretty political.
Interesting.
Because it calls for anybody other than us, you kill.
Right.
And that really is hard to work with in a local community,
Yeah.
And so when you then allow a group with this kind of mantra to kill other people for freedom of religion, it really is hard on the neighborhood. You talk about being hard on the neighborhood. Anybody other than who goes to your mosque would be you'd be free to kill under freedom of religion.
Yeah.
So then we have to go back and say, what is freedom of religion? And I guess I'm coming from the standpoint, when I look at this and what's going on and the mantra that's coming out of that group, I'd say, nah, this isn't religious. This is political. So do I let another country's political system into my democracy or my republic, if you will? And at that point, then you're going to have competing, more than it already is, Republican and Democrat, you're going to have competing political systems.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can let that happen. We've got enough going on with Republican and Democrat and not allow another political system in. So I guess I find that while we want to be good to our neighbor, and I'll say this, I have never had a Muslim treat me poorly.
That's good to say.
So I do want to admit that.
Yeah.
It's the radicalized that we really need to have our senses aware of, that this political system can become radicalized, and at the places it's becoming very dangerous. I'm just saying, I think we got enough trouble with Republicans and Democrats. I'm not sure we need to add another political system to the base. Am I just totally off base? That's where Don comes from. I'm sometimes off base.
As far as the political system goes, would we really want Sharia law? I don't think that's something that people would support.
That's political.
Right.
That's political. Right. So I'm saying, nah, I'd have to stand and say, guys, I not in my backyard.
You would say no on the basis of
it's more political than religious.
But if they can prove that or convince enough people that it is a religion, which I would say most people would agree with,
well,
then we, at the risk of just coming off as, bigoted while opposing it,
Oh my!
Oh yeah! Why would you? That? Yeah, yeah.
I've never been accused of that. No.
Yeah, yeah. I which I think as Christians we can say we are against Muslims, or not Muslims, but the Islamic faith, right? The Islamic religion, right? And as Americans, we can safely say that Sharia law has very big clashes with what we believe as far as individual freedoms go.
Right. And so then we need to understand that this could undermine who we are.
Yeah.
And are we willing to say, you're free to be who you are, but you can't? Well, okay. Most of us as immigrants have come into the United States, and we've become sort of the melting pot of these cultures.
Awesome.
And I like my Zwiebak and my Veroniki and a good Reuben sandwich.
Sure.
But, I'll eat at Tequila Grill, good Mexican. And I honor the things that have come to us from other cultures. But in reality, we have been influenced by other cultures and have sort of homogenized it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have another group that will not be homogenized. In other words, there's nothing they will give up of their culture to be a part of who we are as a country. There's actually within it, it's sort of like Amish on steroids.
I'm checking that analogy in my head. I go, okay.
So, the Amish are countercultural, but they acknowledge the culture that we're in, and they'll ride in a bus, but they won't ride on an airplane.
Yep.
They'll ride on a train, but not in a jet.
Yeah.
And now they have cell phones. And so they're adopting some things culturally. They have their certain places they put boundaries, but, they dress more like us than some of the Muslims would.
Yeah.
And so is there a point in time when there will be more of an effort to be like the culture?
Mm-hmm.
Or is their intent to exclusively race against the culture?
Right.
And I'd say, I'm what I'm seeing in Minnesota, what I'm seeing in Detroit, and what I'm hearing from Texas is that no, we're going to go against what you're saying.
Yeah.
And against the culture, and we're going to take over governments, and we're going to dominate in the political atmosphere. And then that's not religious.
Right.
That's
true.
Politics.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yep.
And I haven't seen an Amishman run for Congress yet.
Not yet.
Maybe in Pennsylvania.
If you're listening.
I'm just saying the intent is different. And I think we need to acknowledge that it's not a religious intent. It's an intent to dominate.
Yeah. I too tend to go that way, and there's always this thing in the back of my mind that's like, it's a little conspiratorial. I'm not quite comfortable with it, but looking at it, if you're thinking about like from even like a Christian perspective, say you've got kids and you want to make sure that the world doesn't corrupt them,
right?
Well, you're going to take similar steps in order to keep that from happening. Like I'm close to making my kids be Amish with me, just to keep the cell phones and screens.
Amishman.
I would say it right in.
Right.
You know what?
No more hair.
That's right.
Shave this though.
That's right. That's right. So I can understand why why they're operating this way. And part of me is like, America's got so much comforts to offer. I'm sure it'll corrupt them eventually.
Corrupt them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess you will say it that way.
Yeah.
Because from their standpoint, that's what it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a question I want to ask, based off of this, because there are a lot of Muslims that come in this area to buy, sheep and goats and have the Amish slaughter that for them. I've heard like people from, Chicago, what if, and so this reality of a mosque moving in, it'd be pretty convenient really if you've got this Amish community that's going to do this service for you.
The city.
Yeah. So should we also be doing those things? Or, should
we allow our goats to be used?
There you go. For, for Muslim holidays or,
the religious, but that is the religious part,
right? Yeah, exactly.
And so, and a Jewish man that would want to come and get a sheep, I don't see any way.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same way.
Yeah,
and I guess the religious part, I don't want to say no, you can't do that, because then it could come and say, well, you can't be Mennonite, you can't be Anabaptist, you can't be Wesleyan anymore, you can't be And so when we start doing that politically influencing religion, then we get on a dangerous spot.
Well, I was saying something political.
And so I'm saying, yeah, if he wants to come buy my goat, yeah, I'll sell my goat.
So you're saying on an individual basis?
On an individual religious basis. Because that's part of their religion, their the way they eat.
Yes.
If they are going to come and take my goat and kill me, then I probably will not like that.
Right.
Because, they look at me as an infidel.
But you're supplying something to someone to use in a way to worship a God that, depending on how you read the Bible, would have, that is demonic, right?
It's a different God. I mean, the attributes of the Muslim God and the attributes of our Christian, even our Jewish God, are different.
Is there anything in the Bible that says the same thing? That I would imagine it'd be Old Testament, as far as like supplying for, animals for the sacrifices for the worship of Baal or something like that, or some other god.
Right. And
is it okay to sell?
Boy, you're right. That would be in there. I don't remember anything in commerce in Leviticus. I'm thinking Leviticus.
Yeah, that's what I would have
that
thought
would
as well.
Keep us from selling to someone for their purpose of sacrifice, as long as they paid the price.
Right.
And if they took it, that's a different story. But if they gave the price for sacrifice, I didn't see anything against that. And my brain is sort of going through verse by verse, and I'm not having much luck right now. So we may have to study that one and come back. Yeah. So as long as they give the price, I don't think there's a problem with selling it to that person.
Yeah.
For their sacrifice. If they take it, that's a different story.
Okay. That's fine.
And we come from a standpoint, well, if I do anything towards that, I'm supporting it. And I'm getting
that's where I come from. That's where I'm like, do I feel good about this? There's lots of practices. I'm a farmer. So, and my stepdad, Rob, there's a lot of things that we don't do just based off of it's not the right thing to do.
Not the right thing.
Even though it's legal, even though other people are doing it, this is not the right thing to do.
Well,
don't do it.
And I'm going to default to some place where I feel most comfortable. Because of God leading through the Spirit so many times in so many different ways, and sometimes it feels like God's leading in contradictory ways, I'd still go in prayer to Almighty God and allow His Spirit to confirm yes or no.
Yeah.
If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Like Rob, if it just doesn't resonate well.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
If it doesn't resonate well, I don't think I want to.
I'm not sure that we should totally rely on our feelings, but
not our feelings, right? But that I'm talking about getting that word from the Lord.
Yeah.
That isn't ours. What I find is when you are in a healing prayer, a prayer with the Lord, and you've given Him time to speak, a lot of times God won't tell you what you think you want to hear.
Sure. Oh yeah.
And that's where usually the Lord comes at an angle I hadn't anticipated when He brings an answer.
Yes.
And so, okay, I'm willing to do your will, Lord. That's not exactly how I saw it playing out, but I'm willing to do your will no matter what you've called me to.
And I think I've said that to people before, like, discerning whether it's the Spirit or just yourself or something, because even your conscience can speak against you or something. I'm like, do you ever had that feeling where you're just like, boy, I don't want to do that because that's going to make me uncomfortable, even though like that seems right.
It's
but it makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, oh boy, sometimes that's the spirit, man. Like, I don't want to talk to that person about Jesus.
Yeah.
And the thing that you're calling me to do is a very strange thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I don't want people to think ill of me, right? I'm like, oh, that's because I care about what people think, not about
what God thinks.
Yeah. But it depends on what it is, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends on what it is. Last and final question. I have no idea how long this has been, but
no, I do. It's been fun.
Can we make the pig the official Christian animal?
Well, John's gospel.
The other ones, the other religions, they won't eat it. I mean, it's kind of special.
It is. So it could be special to us, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
It could be a ham.
Yeah.
Yes. Instead of the, yeah.
I mean, I go pork chop.
I suppose we could.
I'm
not
joking,
trying to
yeah.
figure out what would beget that, but
yeah.
You know, maybe we could draw all denominations together if we had the same lunch.
Sure. I mean, but I doubt all the other religions would do. I have Christian friends that still won't eat pork, and that doesn't make sense to me. But
yeah,
okay,
yeah. I don't know that it's going to happen.
No,
but if you're talking about Scripture, yeah, it's free to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Because of you look at Acts chapter 10, and then what happened with John. All things clean. And John puts that little footnote in there nicely.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So, yeah, as far as Scripture, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we could, yeah. Shall we have bacon on our salad,
Yeah.
Well, I won't eat the salad, but I'll eat the bacon.
Right.
You know me and salads.
Yes. None of those. Yep.
Go for the bacon, though.
I think we can wrap that up. Next week, we're going to talk more about other religions. We're going to try to talk about the quote unquote the Jews. I've seen a lot of stuff online as far as like people discussing and attributing things to quote unquote the Jews. And I'm saying it that way. It'll make sense next week. And once you derive that and get that all messed up without any discernment or wisdom of who you're actually talking to, it's easy to really get off on a foolish route, right? I don't know how to say it anyway.
There's several, yeah, okay.
But
so we'll try to pave a path in our understanding of the Hebrew race and then go from there.
Right.
Okay.
And we'll do some research.
Be a lot of fun.
And we'll do some research and figure out if there's any other places in the Bible where it forbids selling animals for another religion's
Makes sense.
Practice.
Good.
Okay. Sound good? All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Lord willing.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for this podcast. Feel free to become part of this ministry by sharing it with others. Our goal is to help each other grow deeper in our understanding of who God is and His calling to us in our daily lives. Thank you again for joining us, and may God bless your day.